Good evening and welcome to KMTV. I'm Andy Richards, your top stories tonight. Not guilty, man cleared of attempted murder. Infestation, rats found in a dozen homes, and Kent remembers. Now first tonight, a man has been found guilty of murdering a police officer from Kent. Stefano Brizzi killed PC Gordon Semple during sex after the two met on a gay dating app. It's an horrific crime that saw the Kent officer's body dismembered. He was killed on the 1st of April. PC Gordon Semple's been described as a loving family man. Those close to him weren't to know that he'd be brutally murdered, chopped up and dissolved in acid after meeting a man on gay dating app Grindr. Here's CCTV footage of PC Semple leaving Blackfriars Station on the day of his murder. Once he arrived at Stefano Brizzi's flat, he would never be seen again. Today, Brizzi was found guilty of murdering him after he throttled him to death, high on drugs during sex. The aftermath of the murder is truly shocking.
Is there anything you can tell me about what you did between the 1st and the 7th before you were arrested?
No comment.
What Brizzi did was to work out how to get rid of his victim's body. The prosecution suggested that he was obsessed with the hit US TV programme Breaking Bad. This is Brizzi in a Leyland DIY store. The prosecution said he was trying to find plastic containers that were acid-proof, much like one of the characters in the show. In the end, he attempted to dissolve PC Semple using acid in a bath, something that happened in Breaking Bad too. When the crime was eventually discovered after police were alerted to a terrible smell from Brizzi's flat, PC Semple's body had been dismembered into several parts, which included his head being severed. It was even alleged that Brizzi had eaten some of the body after DNA was found on chopsticks and a tea strainer. It was an encounter that went terribly and horrifically wrong for PC Semple. No one would have thought that followed would be possible at a quiet flat in London. Next tonight, a father who stabbed his daughter and was shot in the face twice by police has been found not guilty of attempted murder. Mark Traylor was gunned down in his house in Canterbury by a police marksman when he started to wound his 18-year-old daughter. Traylor had been taking treatment for paranoid schizophrenia but stopped taking his pills. The jury returned in less than an hour and found him not guilty on the grounds of insanity. He's in hospital at the moment and experts will meet in December to decide the best care package for him. A 25-year-old woman's been killed in a crash on the M20. Two men from Medway have been arrested following the incident that happened last night. Emergency crews were called to the coastbound carriageway just after junction 11A for the Channel Tunnel following the smash involving a grey BMW and a grey Peugeot 206. The BMW swerved off the road and ended up on its roof at the side of the carriageway. It happened at 10 last night and the section of the motorway wasn't opened till 8 this morning. A jury's been sworn in for the trial of a man accused of murdering a soldier whose remains were found in a tent near Canterbury earlier this year. Richard Donovan's alleged to have shot 60-year-old Philip Fox sometime between July 2015 and April this year. Donovan was arrested 2 weeks after the decomposed body was found in undergrowth behind B&M Bargains on the Riverside Retail Park. The 26-year-old denies murder and the trial's expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. Now, giant rats have infested a row of houses in Northfleet. Residents started spotting the foot-length rodents running through their properties in the past few weeks. 12 homes had rats in them. It's thought that the infestation may have been caused by a mains water supply leak in the road. Yesterday, the nation fell silent to honour those killed in war. But what happened to those who were lucky enough to return? Britain's bravest manufacturing company in Aylesford has been providing employment to ex-service personnel for nearly 100 years. Lucy Norris reports.
Britain's bravest manufacturing company is a leading social enterprise in providing employment for ex-armed forces personnel. Based in Aylesford, the company provides its beneficiaries with the necessary skills to work and gain their independence. As the fastest growing sign manufacturers in the UK, the workers spend their time producing rail and road signs for companies such as Highways England and Network Rail. Britain's bravest employs 110 people across 2 sites. 71% of staff have a service connection and/or a service-related injury. Former Gurkha Tishra has been with the company for the past 15 years.
After my injury, my personal recovery officer, he told me to work in the Britain's bravest manufacturing company as my second career. So I thought this helped me a lot, and it's good to work with the Britain's bravest manufacturing company with my colleagues.
Entering into working life can be difficult for some veterans as they may only have military training. The manufacturing company helps teach them vocational skills whilst adapting to a working environment. Managers at the factory are not veterans, however they believe it is important to look after the people who fought for our country and give them a chance after service.
Although we do operate as a social enterprise, we are still competing toe-to-toe with our competitors in a commercial world. We employ veterans making road signs, we have veterans making timber products, so they're making pallets and fruit bins. We aim to be economically sustainable while socially thriving.
Lucy Norris, KMTV.
Elsewhere, thousands of people from across Kent came together at the weekend for the various Remembrance Sunday services. That included hundreds of people in the Isle of Sheppey who gathered to pay their respects. A 2-minute silence was held and wreaths were laid in remembrance of those who fought for our freedom. Well, that's all from us this evening. We'll be back again tomorrow with all the latest stories from across your county. In the meantime, don't forget you can always keep up to date by listening to KMFM or logging on to kentonline.co.uk. Have a great evening. Goodbye.